Hello and welcome back to presidential election night. It is November 3rd. It is a big day, momentous day. As of right now, we're reporting out of 0 precincts or counties. We are definitely looking at some great polls this year that is showing Joe Biden crushing the orange man himself. So let's check on the turnout. As you can see in 2016, this is pretty standardized turnout, as you can see. 50, 60, 74% turnout at most, but typically 70% turnout max. So that's the type of turnout that you can expect to see, guys. Pretty standard, right? Well, let's fill in the states we know are going to go blue, right? Typical states. We are definitely going to win these no matter what. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? As you can see, most of these are filled out. Now let's look at the Republican states right here. Right here, Orange Man is gaining votes everywhere. We don't know about Iowa. That could flip, Utah is probably going to go Republican, but that's a sleeper flip. Don't forget about that, folks. Virginia's completely gone, as is Colorado and New Mexico. Don't let anybody know. Alaska is a toss-up. It could be a sleeper. Correspondent to Clown BC News, Ethan Kelly is reporting that Alaska will be closer than Michigan. So it could be a sleeper flip for Democrats. Nebraska is going to go all Republican, unfortunately. Besides the 2nd District, we're going to wait for that. Texas is a toss-up. Minnesota's definitely blue, and we'll keep track of the rest of the states. Now, let's get on to election night. As you can see right here, if you just move the 2016 margin and adjust it for immigration and so forth, people dying, you see Joe Biden beating Adolf Hitler by about 5 million votes and 307 electoral votes to 231. Now, let's keep in mind, our exit polls, early polls are showing Donald Trump regresses 1% with the white working class. So let's do this, 68%. Excuse me. Let's move it to 67, actually. Let's just be kind. Let's look at the white college graduates. Turns out it's 51 to 48 according to the always reputable New York Times. So let's do it. Let's give Joe Biden the advantage. Apparently, the evil racist orange man has done better with African Americans. He's at 12%. Hispanic and Latinos, he's apparently at 32% approval with Latinos. And Asians, he's at 34%, which is a solid increase for the president. As you can see, he's winning right now with 296 electoral votes. And it seems as if Donald Trump has won all the states in the red. How is that even possible? Well, the polls closed. Everything is in order. Iowa, Ohio, and Florida run a tight ship. Hitler wins 290 electoral votes so far. And whoops, seems like we got a vote dump in Arizona. Turns out it's blue. Fox News calls it. How do you know? Okay, now Nevada seems to be in the toss-up area. Turns out that these are toss-ups leaning to Donald Trump. But most of the voters reporting it does seem like an early night for the president. We can tell you though that Biden has won Nebraska 2nd, the large district, and Trump has won the 2nd district in Maine. So as of right now, Donald Trump is winning by a decisive margin, as seen here. Now let's go on to the turnout. Whoa, how is that even possible? The turnout has gone up apparently, an average of 5 to 6% in all these states. You look at all these states, Florida turnout 65, Florida turnout now, and it is 71. It's up 6. You look at Minnesota, it's up to 80%. You look at another swing states such as Michigan, 64.5. Michigan is up at 73, so it's up 8%. So let's average this out. Increased turnout in all places by 7. And we will see what happens. We definitely are not rigging the election, I promise. All the mail-in ballots are completely trustworthy. Do not worry. Do not fret. We are increasing turnout in every single demographic because we are not rigging this. As you can see, Joe Biden's winning the popular vote by 2 million. Donald Trump is still winning the election. What the hell happened? I thought he was a terrible president. What the hell? Now, we can call the state of Nevada for Joe Biden. He rigged. Excuse me. I mean, he found a lot of more votes. There's accusations that thousands of dead people have voted all across the country. Don't believe him. It turns out that the state that was a close one for Biden actually went for Trump by like about 13%. That's a huge surprise. What the hell? The hell happened here? Now let's move on. Let's check a screenshot of election night. It's now 3 a.m. It's a late night now. Turns out that Joe Biden has. Oh, whoa. The polls are closed. Most of these are reporting. Looks like Donald Trump is winning everywhere. Seems like he's leading in Pennsylvania by 15.2%, with 64% reporting. Donald Trump is leading Pennsylvania by 680,000 votes, with 2/3 of the votes in. It seems virtually impossible for Joe to win Pennsylvania. Too bad there isn't hundreds of thousands of ballots we'll pull out of our ass soon. In Michigan, Donald Trump is winning by 9.6%, which is about 270,000 votes in. 60% reporting. Seems very unlikely that Joe Biden will win the state of Michigan too. Georgia, Donald Trump is winning by 6.5% there, with 83% of the votes in and about 221,000 votes in the lead, if I count right. Wow, that seems virtually impossible to win. How the hell could Joe Biden win a state with 83% of the votes in if he's behind by 7 or 8%? Those votes would have to break significantly for Joe Biden, and it's already 3 a.m. I wonder if they're going to count the votes with poll watchers. Now, North Carolina. We're going to keep it in toss-up because we are not rigging the election. But so far, with 95% of the votes in, Donald Trump is winning by 1.4, meaning that it's virtually impossible for Joe Biden to win. So, let's keep going. Wisconsin. Donald Trump is winning Wisconsin apparently by 4.9%, which is 130,000 votes with 82% reporting. Seems also virtually impossible for Joe Biden to win. The rest of the votes remaining are not going to be enough for Joe Biden to win unless virtually all of them go for Joe Biden and nobody's watching and there's no signature verification. But don't worry about it. So far Donald Trump is winning every single swing state, so let's be honest. Let's look. Turns out Donald Trump has put up some impressive numbers in the states of Florida and Ohio and Iowa. Don't worry. He seems to have won the core 3 states in this election, just that Arizona, as called by Fox News, very reputable far-right source, has said that Arizona is going for Joe Biden. How do we know? Well, we've looked at exit polls. And according to our exit polling data, not actual vote counts, we predict that Joe Biden will win the state of Arizona. Oh, I'm hearing that there's hundreds of thousands of Trump votes that haven't been counted yet. Don't worry about it. Joe Biden has won the state of Arizona. Hasn't flipped since 1996. Now let's move on. As you can see, if we use our own BS exit polls, we can see that Arizona went for Trump by 3.1%. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. It's called for Biden. No. Oh, look. It looks like it's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. and we're looking at the map right now. Turns out Erie County, which was Republican, has just flipped. Whoops. Look at that. And Bucks County is flipped. Where did these ballots come from? Who knows? Bam. Now it's almost tied. What's going on here? It seems as if we're pulling new votes out of the suburbs in Leahy County, Bucks County, Chester County, Northampton, Lackawanna, etc. It seems like there was a massive swing. Wow. Guys, don't you think that it's weird that Donald Trump was winning all of these places by huge margins with virtually all the votes in? Where are all these votes coming from? Wow, that's weird. Erie County flipped. That doesn't even make numeric sense. Trump was winning the state with 95% reporting. What the hell happened? And why did all these rural counties count all their votes on election night, and now it's the next day, and yet a lot of these suburban counties, urban counties aren't fully reporting? That's highly suspicious. So, come on, that's a little weird, but no, let's not question it. Seems like Joe Biden has won the state of Pennsylvania. Also, Steve Kornacki says that there's 100,000 ballots that could favor Trump, provisional ballots left. But forget him. He's gay. Don't worry. Don't worry about those ballots. We're not counting those. Wink. Apparently, Joe Biden, through a 4 a.m. vote dump, has won the state of Michigan as well. He's been winning it by 150,000 votes. That's a very good job, Joe Biden. Seems like we have won it by, Joe Biden has won it by 2.8%. That's awfully convenient, isn't it? I could have sworn that Donald Trump was winning all these states. And apparently, with our Dominion voting systems, it seems to me that we have won, through a clean election, we have won Enrim County. Wow, that one went 30% for Trump last time, right? Well, it went for Biden. What the hell? Also, Muskegon, which was almost all the way in, had Donald Trump narrowly ahead. All of a sudden, flipped for Joe Biden. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Wayne County took forever to report its votes. Don't worry about it. We give the state of Michigan to Senator or Vice President or puppet-elect Joe Biden. We move on to the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin is very special. Why is that? As you can see here, it looks to me as if there has been a massive vote dump where Trump was ahead by 3 or 4%, and now he's down by 0.62%, which is about 20,000 and a half votes. Well, that's a problem. Well, look, because of the technical difficulties that we had in Green Bay, we didn't count as many Trump votes. We underscored Kenosha and the Wild counties, whatever. But also, look at Milwaukee. We got a vote dump in Dane and Milwaukee, and virtually all those votes, like 99% of those votes, if not 100% of them, went for Joe Biden. So we got a vote dump that was like 130,000, and Donald Trump got 0 of those votes. Completely plausible. Don't worry. Don't worry. If we consult our totally legitimate exit polls at the New York Times, even adjusted for turnout, Donald Trump is winning the election. But there's no fraud. There's no fraud. Stop. There's no fraud. 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 It has seemed that now it's the week after. It turns out that even though Donald Trump was catching up and he was pulling all the numbers needed with the remaining votes to pull ahead of Joe Biden by approximately 10 to 20,000 votes, it has seemed that all of a sudden we have found more Biden votes somewhere. And we are at 11,000. Okay? So apparently Donald Trump definitely loses Arizona. Okay? No need for a fraudulent, investigation or anything. We move on to the state of Georgia. In Georgia, it seems as if to me that even though it took forever for these votes to come in Fulton County, Clayton County, DeKalb, Gwinnett, whatever, it seems to me that Joe Biden has pulled ahead in the state of Georgia by 0.25% votes. Wow, that's convenient. As you can see here with the Georgia turnout of 2016, it pulled out 60% turnout. You look at Georgia now in 2020, and Georgia is at 67. So look, the turnout went up 7%. And even though our exit polls has Trump winning Georgia by 4.5%, which is a percent worse than last time, we'll still have that 6% flip go to Joe Biden because that trend totally makes sense. So now here's the map. Let's move on to other states or maybe other regions here because as you can see, the suburbs trended 15% or something. No reason to look. As you can see, the rural counties trended for Donald Trump overall. The black parts, even though Trump did better with blacks, all of a sudden went different. The suburbs trended 12.16 points, 10 points. It trended 12 points against Donald Trump, which is pretty much impossible. That makes complete sense. Nothing to see here. Trump has lost the state of Georgia completely fair. And you know what, magatards, Hitler stands, we are going to do a recount, even though you didn't ask for one, where we don't check for signatures, we don't audit, we don't do a forensic audit, we don't look at false addresses and all of that. We don't look at anything. We'll just recount it twice over and be even incompetent at that and miss over 6,000 votes, basically, for Donald Trump, huh? Well, so guys, it seems to me that even though Trump was looking to win. We have found our miraculous hundreds of thousands of ballots for Joe Biden that is flipped. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. We have found trickery that has made Arizona blue, Nevada bluer than it should have been, and it made Georgia blue. So this makes complete sense. Turns out Wisconsin trended a point and a half towards Biden, but Georgia trended 6 points because that makes complete sense. That is your election night. Thank you for watching. Also, please do not audit the votes. Please do not investigate fraud. Also, there's no fraud. Thanks for watching.